here's our cleaning aprons. It's got two large pockets here, and then several small pockets here, and a larger pocket here. And then two hooks. One's going to be your red juice on the right side and your blue juice on the left side. So we'll start with, this is our scouring sponges. In place of a sponge, you can cut it in half if need be, if it's too big for you, but that's your white scouring sponge, and we can put that right here in this pocket. Then we have our mini brush. This is to get around, you know, crevices or faucets, any kind of small surface you may have. That is going to go in this pocket right here. Then we have your scraping knife. This is just a flexible plastic knife with a nice edge to get scrape stuff off floors or surfaces, and that is going to go right here in this pocket. And then we have our razor scraper for the harder surfaces that need it scraped, stove tops, anything that the other scraper can't get, and that's going to go right here in this pocket. So here we have our regular terry cotton cleaning cloth that can go in this pocket right here. Here we have the microfiber cloth, and that can go in this pocket right here.
In your cleaning caddy, you're going to find your shoe covers. You're going to want to wear these in a client's home, and you're going to want to wash them each day because they will get dirty. The first cleaner I would like to go over is called Red Juice. This is an all-purpose cleaner. It's also a degreaser. It can be used on countertops, most all surfaces. You're not going to want to use this on any mirrors or glass. If you're ever uncertain as to what you can and cannot use this on and want to refresh yourself, everything is very easy to read on the back. The next cleaner that I'd like to talk about would be the Blue Juice. This is going to be primarily used for mirrors, chrome. It's going to be used for if you ever needed to use it on glass doors, anything of that nature. Again, both of these are non-toxic, they're odor-free, biodegradable. So if ever you have a client ask, you can just reassure them of that, and you can always let them read the labels if they would like to. The next cleaner is called Scum Foam. This is primarily just going to be used in the bathrooms. This can be used in the shower, it can be used in the toilet, it can be used in the sink. If you ever find that this is not cutting it, for maybe there's some extra buildup soap scum in the shower, that's when you would reach for your more heavy duty. All of your caddies will have some form of bathroom cleaner. Generally we don't clean with bleach, but if it's ever needed, you can reach for this. Same for the toilet. So this can be used inside of the toilet bowl. However, you can, if it's ever needed, you can reach for your toilet bowl cleaner, and you can use this if this is just not cutting it. Next we have Happy Spray, and in this is going to be, you make this yourself, so it's 50% water, 50% vinegar, and then just a squirt of dish soap. If you find you would like, each cleaner is going to have a different preference. Some prefer to use more dish soap. This, as you can see, is very light in color, and so it does not have too much. I should mention that this can be used on most all surfaces. Some clients like you to use it on their floors as well. If you're going to use it on floors, you would only want to add a splash to your hot water. Next, you're going to have two squirt bottles. So as you can see, these are not spray bottles, these are the squirt bottles. So you just lift the little tab up and squirt it into your mop bucket. The one that's yellow in color is Mr. Clean. If you're cleaning for a client who has not stated that their preference is only all natural cleaners, go ahead and use this. This will add a lot of buildup and a lot of stickiness if you use too much. So again, you're just going to want to squirt just a tiny little bit into the hot water and let the hot water, do the trick for you. This right here is just 100% vinegar. So if you have a client who prefers all natural cleaners, don't use Mr. Clean. Go ahead and use the vinegar. Again, you're not going to want to use a ton. You're just going to add a squirt into your hot water. After you've dusted a lot of the different surfaces in a home, you might find that you need an actual wood polish. Today I'm showing you the Pledge. Going forward, we will not be using this. We will be using Methods wood furniture polish. Again, only use this if a home actually requires it. If you can get away with just the dry dusting, use a Swiffer duster. which we will move on to next. This is a Swiffer duster. As you can see, it opens up and it extends. So if you're doing fans, if you're doing baseboards, you can easily open it and shut it. If you're doing fans, you obviously want to angle it like that to get the fan blades. This also has this can be taken off. So once it starts looking pretty bad, pretty dirty, go ahead and replace it. You'll have extra replacements in your caddy on hand. But overall, you can generally get a decent amount of uses out of this, depending on what kind of cleanings you're doing. So that's the Swiffer duster. Lastly, we'll go ahead and go over these tools. So you've got 3 different options. This one, these two kind of are one and the same thing. It's just a matter of preference. So when cleaning a shower, some of the girls prefer these. You can cut these in half if your hands are smaller like mine. It might be easier to control if it's smaller. Some people prefer them nice and big. So you cut them half, you can leave them this way. These fit really nicely inside of your apron to keep on hand. These are non-abrasive, so you can use this on most all surfaces. This is just a scrub brush, so some other people would prefer to use something like this in the shower. You have a little more control when using this, so this is also another option. And then last but not least, you have the Magic Eraser. The Magic Eraser can be used on a lot of different surfaces. It's great for getting stuff off of walls. If you have any questions on it, you can always look up other suggestions for it. All right, that concludes the MyMade Cleaning Caddy Tour.